of the 2015 Cardinal Cup. Tonight, first round action as the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids Club takes on the Rogers Royals. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro up above the action, and Howie, very exciting. It's a tradition that got going a couple of years ago, and it still continues despite the fact that Coon Rapids had emerged.
Absolutely, and it's going to be an exciting game. These are two very similar teams. They have one prolific scorer, and they have a lot of balance throughout the roster. The Cardinals have been, the SLP Coon Rapids have been off the ice for about a week, so this is an opportunity for them to get back in competitive play, and this Rogers team offers them a good challenge. Yeah, the Royals are going to come in, as you mentioned, one star leading the way. She has 33 points on the year or something like that. 23 goals, 10 assists. And she really, I mean, the next highest is less than half of that. So that's going to be a big focus for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids on defense, is to maintain Peyton Levis. Well, that was the first thing Coach Nelson told me. He says, we have to know where she is at all times. We take her away and we have a really good opportunity because she is their leader, she is their goal scorer, and we want to take her off the ice. Yeah, for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, I mean, you have a couple of girls really getting the job done a lot, very consistently, but leaders abound when you take these two programs, you put them together. Both leaders from both teams who had been leaders, were natural leaders, have come together and all lead now. Hannah Schultz showing that leadership from the blue line. Yeah, Hannah's doing a nice job, and defense will be so important tonight. She has 5 goals, 9 assists, but more importantly, she's going to be one of the cogs in taking Levis, or trying to take Levis out of the play tonight. So it's going to be her responsibility, as well as a couple other girls, to take her out of the action. We will. So we'll take a break. We'll be back with the first period. After this, you're watching first round action of the Cardinal Cup. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids taking on Rogers right after this.
Did you know you can cut down on your trash by visiting the Coon Rapids Recycling Center? It's the perfect place to bring to manage materials in your home. Each year, the facility takes in 830 tons of recyclables. That's a lot of material that stays out of the landfill. We make it easy to recycle just about anything, from egg cartons to styrofoam to plastics, metal, and motor oil. The center accepts a variety of materials, many of which can't be recycled in your curbside collection. Some of the materials do require special preparation before you bring them in. Check out our website for more information and specific instructions before you arrive. The facility is conveniently located off of Hanson Boulevard and Highway 10 and is open to all Coon Rapids and Anoka County residents. Recycling, made easy for you, right here in Coon Rapids.
Back at the creek and just about ready to drop the puck. This is the last contest of the first round of this Cardinal Cup. All of tomorrow's games will be played outdoors. Yes, sir. Beautiful, beautiful outdoor rink here at Creek. The winner of tonight's game will meet Cloquet Esco Carl, the Lumberjacks, at 5:30 on the outdoor ice. The loser of tonight's game will face International Falls at 3 o'clock.
A little bit of snow tomorrow through tonight. Tomorrow it'll be an interesting see if they can get those games actually played.
Could affect it. It all depends on how fast it's coming down, of course.
Watch for the Rogers team, Joe, to come out and apply a lot of pressure. They love to pressure teams. They're going to try and pressure this SLPCR squad.
Turnquist able to win the draw for SLPCR. Del Castillo trying to get it back to Hackett, but tipped away. Hanson back into her own end. Her pass goes through traffic all the way down. That's icing. And we'll have a face-off back in the SLPCR end early.
Yeah, I talked to Coach Nelson and I said, what do you know about this Rogers squad? And she really didn't know a lot to tell me, other than the fact that they have a good record. They have a scorer that we talked about in Levis, who's very dangerous. And
Lloyd will take the face-off, leave it for Levis, but she's cut off there by Hackett as she tried to get out front. Del Castillo has it tipped off her stick down deep by Kendra Bolster. Hackett Hackett tried to play it back out front. Levis there to intercept. Played off it by Turnquist. Sorry, that's Lloyd being bumped off it by Turnquist. Levis got it to the line, but kept in by Brina. Tracked down there by Kendra Bolster. Poked around behind the net for Filan. Got it up the board, stopped up by Hackett, who intercepts it just in front of Levis. Back behind is Bolster. Far side to Filan. Now moves it as the line change was happening. That's going to coast all the way down, and icing waved off. Schultz will scoop it up, take it behind her own net. Long pass back across traffic, tipped away, and Schultz got it right back. Now pushes it out to center ice, just out of the reach of Loma, and turned around by Courtney Johnston. Schultz back in her own zone, pressured there by Olivia Olson, takes it behind, pokes it. Sorry, I lost my tongue there for a second.
I think that's maybe the second time that's ever happened in almost 19 years.
Yeah, right. Experiencing technical difficulty. But for those long-time CTM viewers, you understand, and you would never notice because you had already turned this volume down and turned on
some Pink Floyd.
Some good tunes.
Absolutely, a little Led Zeppelin, a little Pink Floyd. I recommend it.
Murphy will take it back into the corner. Just past Bloomquist, kept in at the line. Marie Reimer, number 17, was the one keeping it in at the line, not on the other roster. Working off of 2 separate rosters. I get it figured out by the end of the first.
Yeah, you'll get it going. Icing called against SLPCR. Neither team able to generate any shots on goal yet here early on.
Lloyd will line up in the dot again. Olsen, quick shot, misses wide. And it's going to sneak out on the near side before being sent back in by Bolster. Hansen carries through the neutral zone for SLPCR. Drops it off. Shot by Hackett, right on the rebound chance. Puck still loose and played into the corner. Hackett pushes it out to the point. Murphy with a shot. Just misses wide to the near side. Hansen will sweep it in on the backhand. Got under it a little bit too much up into the netting, and we'll have a face-off in the Royal zone. They're going to bring it outside.
In talking with, as we see the replay here, talking with Coach Nelson on some of the things that their squad needs to do, her squad needs to do tonight, and really, play with a lot of energy and play fearless out on the ice. And we talked about they've been off for over a week against competition. They were chomping at the bit to get out here tonight.
Hackett trying to keep it in, gets it again. Whacked at, still played along the boards there in the feet. Courtney Johnson into the zone. Turnquist leans a hip and hits the side of the net. Played out to the point. Brandy Del Castillo gets it back in deep. Turnquist gains control. Knocked off her stick and slips past Brandy. Brandy can't keep it away from Samantha Sherling, who gets it into the Coon Rapids Spring Lake Park zone. Played around far side. Hackett stops it up. Turns and looks for help. Cross ice. Turnquist off the skate onto her backhand. Tipped off her stick, and that'll be carried in offside.
A little late whistle.
Yeah, I lost my tongue earlier. The referee lost his whistle. It's a night of, I lost my other roster there for a second. Losing stuff.
Hey, what?
And I thought I was the old one.
Old. Losing stuff.
Into the zone, Zarate, a goal at Spring Lake Park. Coon Rapids gets on the board early. Wrist shot back to the low on the stick side, and Liz Zarate starts the scoring.
Yeah, a good goal. That time, I think that for the most part, I think Bjorgen lost sight of it. Wasn't sure where that angle was, but nice goal by Zarate nonetheless. That's going to be her 5th goal of the season. Bjorgen just looks behind her, realizes it's in that far corner of the net. SLP, Coon Rapids up 1-0.
Puck play back into the Royals zone. With it is Kendra Bolster behind her own net. Fanned on the pass attempt. And it's knocked back out to center ice.
Gave the assist to Emma Murphy. Roddy's goal.
Rogers able to play it in. Spinning with it is Yulberg. Roddy can't get it out of the zone. Murphy stops it up. Now clears it on the backhand off the near side. Bolster can't get it past Loma. Back into the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids zone and right back out. And that'll be icing. And a face-off back to the left of Sammy Miller. 12:48 to play first period.
Yeah, the Rose tried to spring Levis that time. Couldn't get her the puck. And we talked about Peyton Levis, her ability to put the puck in the net 23 times so far this season.
Puck poked at by Miller, right to a Royals backhand, comes in, bouncing around, and net came off. And maybe a fortunate bounce that it came off there for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, as that one was bouncing around in dangerous territory.
You see it again, this pressure in front of the net, and that's what the Royals want to do. They want to pressure the SLPCR
Another chance
net.
here on the backhand, and Miller just poking at it, trying to get it behind the net. Controlled by Olsen, and now taking off her stick, long cross-ice pass, and then back into the middle. Turnquist tips it at a little too much. It'll come in on Bjorgen, and we'll just cover it up.
An opportunity to face off to her right. SLPCR gets fresh bodies in there.
Back to the point. Del Castillo, a shot, didn't have a lot on it, and hit traffic, and back the other way with it comes Reimer into the middle and dumped in by Ellie Anderson. I don't think that's Ellie Anderson, but it's the only number one I have on their roster. But she's also listed as a goalie. There was another backup. There is a backup goalie over there wearing number 1 as well.
So we have 2 number 1s, is what you count.
Well, 3 if you count Shapiro.
Oh.
You're number 1 in most people's goal.
Well, I appreciate it.
Good forecheck is really making it hard for SLPCR to break out of the zone. Nearly led to a turnover right in the high slot for Jenna Hatcher. Hatcher trying to poke it back out front now. Swept away. To center with it. And dumping it in is Jordan Keller right on. And Bjorgen will cover it up again.
Bjorgen comes in with a 3-3 record, a 2.33 goals against average with a .896 save percentage.
Good face-off win by Turnquist. Schultz will play it back to Hackett in the corner out front, and Brina had the shot just go wider. Stick partially tied up by Madison Chapman. Chapman trying to force it along the boards. Hackett over to help out. Brina dumps it on the backhand. Getting dunked is Turnquist. The stronger on their stick was Kendra Bolster, apparently. Still tied up along those boards. Bolster will play it ahead for Chapman, and Chapman out to center ice just ahead of Lloyd. And turning away from the pressure is Schultz. Back out to center. Brina got it through traffic. Has Turnquist out front. Here's the pass. The shot, a blocker save by Bjorgen.
Oh, it was a big save by Bjorgen because the leading scorer had
dropped
the puck.
off in a bad pass. Lloyd tips it away, but Taylor Turnquist will get to the puck first. Round pressure and able to get it in deep.
Well, it was a great chance for SLPCR there with Turnquist on the puck. Nobody in front of her but the goaltender.
This one tipped. And a good job staying with it by Hannah Schultz. Keep it out of the zone. Right back up to Turnquist. Trying to get it to Hackett. That was broken up. Ends up out of the play into the bench.
You see it again. Opportunity for Turnquist right there in front of the net, and Bjorgen did a nice job of getting a piece of it.
Levin off off the short bounce, got it into the zone, pressured enough by Crawford to cough it up. Hackett tied up along the board, sends it back behind for Alyssa Hansen. I'm sorry, that was Loma playing near side. She'll get it back now. Nice long pass by Hansen. Loma got it into the zone. Good long stretch by Crawford to hold the blue line. Stopped up behind the net by Reimer. Tied up there. Crawford tips it loose. But Samantha Sherling able to play it out of the zone all the way down, and icing will be waved off as Hansen gets there. Hansen hard off the boards to Loma at center ice. She'll dump it in, and SLPCR will be able to complete a line change. Zarate pressuring Filan behind the net. Lost an edge. Filan long pass is a little bit behind and off the skate of Hatcher. Hatcher able to knock the pass down out of thin air and dumped into the zone by Olivia Olsen. Murphy able to gain position, get it around to Brandy, and now gets it back. Pass ahead, good anticipation by Filan to slow things up, but SLPCR still able to get it into the zone, and Bloomquist dumps it in deep to the Royals net. Left off, but therefore it was Bloomquist. Rogers able to turn it back the other way. Hatcher had to take it off her stick, played to the far corner. Centering attempt went off the skate for Keller, and back to center come the Royals. Levitt going wide. Shot up in the air, batted down, and pass waved off before Bloomquist put a stick on it and played out to center. Right back in comes Johnston. You're going to say something about
I was going to say Levis, a dangerous situation when you can see the speed and the ability there. A good job by the SLPCR squad to take that puck away.
Hackett trying to send it through traffic. Turned up back up ice by Johnston. Johnston into the zone. Takes the shot, stick saved to the far corner for Miller. Dump back in by Chapman. Lloyd is tied up with Brandy Del Castillo. Played around just out of the reach of Hackett. Kept in at the blue line, but fanned on by Filan. Tip out front, misses wide for Lloyd. Recovered near board by Brina. She fanned on the pass. Lloyd there to tie up now along the boards. Played ahead by Murphy, and here's Turnquist to center, trying to spring. Hackett racing on the far side. Nice job escaping to the boards. Now comes in 3-on-2. Pass a little too far for Brina. Brina back to Murphy at the point. Murphy is shot, stick save, rebound controlled, and played the distance by the Rogers defense. That'll be icing. A face-off coming back in the Rogers end.
That time a nice job by Hackett. She was in front of the net and almost had an opportunity to put the puck and get a piece of it. See, here's Levis. Look at her speed coming around, and a good job by Del Castillo of just playing her off the puck.
Turnquist circling into the corner. Leaves it off. Brina back out to Turnquist. Bounces to Hackett, who had a whack at it, but didn't have anything on it. Here's Levin going back the other way. Levitt waiting, looking for help. Pass out front, denied by Murphy. And played ahead for Hackett along the near boards. Hackett to center. Pass a little too far in front of Turnquist. And turned back into the zone by Courtney Johnston. Murphy, long pass to Brina at center ice. Brina will play it right in on Jorgen. He just pushes it to the corner for Olivia Olsen. Olsen will skate through center with speed to the blue line. Walks in, top of the circle, shot, rebound, swept away by Anna Schultz.
A nice play by Schultz to get that puck cleared in front of the net.
Played out to center, Zarate hands it off for Crawford, and it's tipped off her stick last second by Filan. Crawford tried to center, but finally comes away with it again. Zarate there to help out. Good pressure, comes away with the puck, flips to Crawford one-timer, and that just bounced away. Out to center comes Chapman the other way. 23 beat 23, and they'll collide against the boards. A nice play from the ice out to the high slot, but fortunately for SLPCR, Lloyd was unable to cash in. Great effort on the ice for Madison Chapman.
Yeah, huge effort. Able to get that puck and with a good look at the goal.
Johnston back in behind, flipped back out front by Levin. Bouncing around out front, Levin. Point blank opportunity right into the chest protector of Sammy Miller. Bloomquist a little bit too much on that. That'll be icing, and it's coming back.
Rogers out shooting SLPCR so far by a 6-4 margin with 5:07 remaining in the opening period. SLPCR holding that 1-0 lead, that early goal by Zarate.
Persistence pays off as they finally clear the zone, but Rogers right back in the other way. 3-on-2 there to break it up as Turnquist, or Hackett rather, got it to Turnquist. She's hooked down, she gets to the blue line. Played back to the SLPCR blue line and right back to Hackett. Had it tipped away by Olsen and backhanded in by SLPCR. Played behind. Return attempt broken up. Brina centers, skipped away from Hackett. Brina recovers in the corner, sweeps it out to the point. Brandy, a shot deflected once, twice by Turnquist, and recovered far side by Ellie Filet. Played to the line, but kept in there by Schultz. Here's a chance, Turnquist, and Bolster got just a piece of it and tipped it up and over.
Turnquist had a couple of opportunities here in this first period.
Olsen can't get it past Hackett. Back behind for Brina, then to Hackett. Hackett back to the near corner. Out to the point, Hansen. Wrist shot is blocked, and she'll recover at center ice, play it off the near boards. Rogers gives it right back to her, waiting for it as Turnquist off the deflection. Taken off her skate by Callista Dorholt. Played to center, and Schultz had to stop up as Turnquist was still in the zone. Back the other way comes Jenna Hatcher. SLPCR sends it back to the Rogers end. Under 3.5 remaining here in the first period. SLPCR the 1-0 lead on the goal by Liz Zarate, coming at 3:28 into this period. Long pass, and here's Zarate. Will dump it in as she was feeling the pressure from Reimer. Loma gets there, gets body position, gets the puck. Tried to center for Crawford, knocked away from her. Royals get it to the line, and now with speed, here comes Levis. Levis can't quite cut back across, got lost the puck in some skates. Chapman a chance, and that hit traffic and came wide.
Oh, big shot in the board.
Yeah, Levis is going for 2. That's going to be a check.
Yeah, and you certainly don't want to take a penalty, but you don't want your best player off the ice. So the Cardinals are my dad's twice today. The SLPCR squad going to be on the power play. They've had some issues. They've been struggling on the power play unit. When I talked to Coach Nelson, she said that's one of the areas we really need to improve this year. So now they get their first opportunity to see if they can make it count.
First power play for either team here in a relatively quick first period. SLPCR able to gain possession, trying to set up, and that one's played to the line, but kept in off of the shin pad of Olivia Olsen, but Olsen now rectifies the situation by playing it all the way down. Hansen skates behind her own net, up the near side. Schultz will wait and now move to Turnquist. Turnquist into the zone. Leave a lot of space. Gaps get tight as soon as they get into the zone, even short-handed, and it's working out as Filan nearly came away with the puck. Brina down there now along with Turnquist, and she'll set it up back out, and still a lot of pressure coming from this Rogers short-handed squad. Brina trying to center, can't find a way through the feet. Back out to Murphy. Here's Turnquist at the point. Down low. Hansen walking in, trying to go high to the short side and missed the net wide. Played back down low. Brina. Brina pushed by Bolster into the corner. And to help out, coming away with the puck is Hackett. Out to the point for Turnquist. Lines, shoots. Save made, and Bolster will cover up.
Nice shot on goal by SLPCR by Turnquist, an opportunity cause your goaltender to make the save. She's going to cover up.
Another win, moved across. Murphy is shot. That deflected off a shin pad of Reimer into the corner. Recovered by Hackett. Back out to Schultz. Back down low. Behind is Brina. Off the board for Hansen. Slid it across. Schultz tried to dump it back in. Reimer plays it back out. And here's a short-handed 2-on-1 for Rogers. Lloyd will take it wide. Deflected away by Turnquist. Johnston gets it to Chapman. Can't get it past Turnquist or past Hansen into the zone. And now they get it in deep. And that'll do it for the power play. Just one shot on goal for SLPCR with that advantage. And here comes Brina trying to catch him on a line change. Brina in behind the net. Played back down low. Zarate backhand. Stick away by Bjorgen. Levis can't quite get past Schultz. Turnquist back the other way. 20 seconds left in the period. Out front, Zarate was tied up by Chapman. And here comes Levis back the other way, batted away from her. And into the zone comes Hatcher. Under 10 seconds remaining, can't get past Schultz. And SLPCR just going to eat it and let the period expire. They will go to the locker room with a 1-0 lead. We will take a break and get some intermission reaction from the coaches after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTN.
Na 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 na, I love you so. I love you, I love you. La 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 la, la 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 la.
We're here.
Yay!
It's a short drive from your neighborhood to your naturehood. To find a neighborhood park or green space near you, visit discovertheforest.org.
Back at the Coon Rapids Ice Center, SLPCR with a 1-0 lead over Rogers in this opening game of the 2015 Cardinal Cup. We're joined now by Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids head coach Sandy Nelson. And coach, your thoughts on that first period?
I thought it was a pretty solid period. It was nice to get a power play to get them going. We haven't had one in a while. Played great defense. We were pretty good in front of the net. Hope to get a little more offensive possession this period.
Coach, you talked about the energy your squad needs to play with. Did you see that in the first period, that effort from them?
I did, yeah. It was pretty consistent. You know, I said we haven't played a game in a while. We'll make mistakes, but we got to make sure our energy's there and, you know, we come out with the ball rolling. And it was a good start, good first period.
What do you do to try and generate a few more? You talk about defense. They also played well in front of their own net in their end. What do you do to generate some more open looks so you can actually get the puck to their keeper?
Yeah, sometimes we're taking shots on the outside or we're not feeding the people up in the slot. I think we can get a couple more extra looks and, you know, most importantly, just get pucks to the net, and we need rebounds and, you know, get some chaos in front of her.
All right, well, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
Good luck the rest of the way. We'll take a look at some of the action from that first period. It didn't take long before Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids broke into the scoring column off of a faceoff just outside the Rogers zone. This one is fed across to Zarate, who gets loose, and it didn't look that dangerous coming off, but she found the angle just inside the far post against Bjorgen, and it turned out to be the only goal of the contest so far. You know, and both teams, as Coach Nelson talked about, doing a nice job defensively of really limiting the good scoring chances for their opponent.
Yeah, not a lot of shots on goal for either squad, 6 apiece in that first period. So both teams will be looking out and trying to get some more offensive production in period number 2.
And we will certainly have a good pace to the first. We expect no change in that regard. Come the second period, we'll drop the puck again when CTN continues after this.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Great job, you're almost done.
back at the creek, ready to drop the puck on period number 2. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids a 1-0 lead over the Rogers Royals in this opening round of the 2015 Cardinal Cup. Turnquist and Levis will drop, face for the drop. Turnquist got it back to Brandy, ahead to Lily Hackett, who forces it into the zone. Turned around by Levis, but right to Brina. And that one's just wide. And a weird bounce recovered by Hackett out to the point. Hansen's shot hit the skate of Lloyd, and she gets it right back down low for Brina Del Castillo behind the net. Traced by Bolster, leaves it off. Turnquist trying to settle. Only one there is Lloyd. And Caitlin Lloyd is going to play it all the way down. That'll be icing a face-off coming back to the Rogers end.
Rogers getting some changes, and they decide to ice the puck so they can get that change, and the face-off will be to the right of Jorgen.
Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids will leave that top line out there. Turnquist wins another one. Brandy, quick shot, hit traffic, deflected wide. Turnquist fanned on it. Reimer can't clear. Recovered by Hackett. Hackett trying to get it across and skips under the stick to Turnquist. Turnquist recovers and then lost the handle. Recovered by Johnston and played out to cross the blue line. Back in. Brina cuts to her forehand. Her shot blocked by Reimer. Gets it back and plays it down deep for Hackett behind the net. Hackett tried to go back to the short side, but it was behind Hansen and off the back of the net. Played out off the skate of Anderson and recovered. Turned around by Del Castillo. Hackett back into the zone. Hackett protecting the puck as she plays to the boards. Back out to Brandy. Trying to get it back down to Hackett. Now sweeps it into the corner for sister Brina. Brina Del Castillo chased behind the net. Poked at by Olsen. And recovered down behind the net by Turnquist. Turnquist maintains possession. Passes on the backhand of Brandy Del Castillo out of the point. Steps inside. Back down low. And it skips away from Turnquist. Hansen fans on the backhand, trying to keep it in. Olsen pins her to the board, played out towards center. Anderson recovers in her own blue line. Will get to the line and dump it in. I just want to know which player forgot their jersey and is wearing the goalie's backup jersey. Or is wearing the goalie's jersey.
Well, it's not like Rogers is very far. They could always go back home and get it.
Not now.
Not now.
Centering attempt, and that's broken up by Brandy out front. Poked at by Miller as well. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids to the other end. Brina will just dump it in wide of the target. Zarate pressuring as it's scooped up there by Ellie Filan. Back down low. Zarate trying to center. No one there in a white jersey. Played toward the line. Murphy batted it out of the air. Levis gains it off the boards down the zone. Backhand. Saved to the corner. Net comes off. A chance out front is right into the pads. And
a little bit of pressure on the SLPCR end.
See how far that net's off. Dorholt's shot right into the midsection of Sammy Miller.
But Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids in the beginning of this period doing a nice job pressuring down in the Royals' end. Didn't get an opportunity to get a shot on goal.
Shot misses wide for Filan. Far side, poked at and kept in the zone by Bolster. Gets through her feet. Lloyd keeps it in with the backhand. That hits someone on the Rogers bench. And will draw a whistle, face off outside the blue line. And not a very good tempo and flow early in this second period.
Not early on anyway. Just one shot on goal so far.
Bolster will dump it in. Played back out by Emma Murphy. And here's Crawford into the zone. Trying to get it out front. Zarate comes back to it. Backhand misses wide. Didn't have anything on it. Tied up along that backhand board by Filan. Coming away with it is Crawford. Out to the point for Schultz. Schultz's shot. That's saved by Bjorgen. Kept in on the backhand by Murphy. Out front, Loma, a quick shot.
Great look for
Murphy
SLPCR.
again will keep it in. Murphy again holds the zone in front of Chapman. Bolster behind her own net, pressured as to take it away by Loma, and then holds Loma to the boards. Gets some help coming in from Olivia Olsen. Played around, Murphy there on the backhand to sweep it back in. Loma will pressure again and tie up right there in the corner. Corrigan was there to help out, but coming away with it is Olsen. Pass was off the boards near side behind Chapman. Hansen waiting for some help. Gets it to Murphy. Cross to Bloomquist. Bloomquist kicks it back to herself into the zone. She'll take the shot and miss high. Coming around on the near side at the blue line. Hansen will dump it back into the corner. Bloomquist kicks it. And now played back out to the point. Shot hit that traffic out front. Finally controlled by Filan and played to the line. Just out over the stick of Hansen, but she'll play it right back in as her teammates tag up. Bolster and it right into the skates of Bloomquist. Now stealing it away is Hackett. His shot, a kick save by Bjorgen. And here comes Levis the other way. Levis with speed into the zone, chopped off her stick and swept to the corner.
They're doing a nice job on Levis and just troubling her when she gets an opportunity to look at a shot.
Battle along the near boards. 6 players involved, at least with sticks. Played the line and played right back in deep behind the net by Johnston. Levis plays it back to the near side. Chopped at. Now played around by Hansen. And here's a chance for Hackett trying to get around the corner on Johnston. And Johnston's going to pick up the infraction for hooking. Hackett has it back, plays it back to the point. Brandy across. Schultz walking in and a goal!
Nice job that the SLPCR team brought their goaltender looking for that extra skater, but they really didn't need it. We talked about Schultz in the beginning of this contest. She's one of the players, one of the leaders on this team, and she's going to record her 6th goal of the season to put SLPCR on top, 2-0.
Well, this is Lily Hackett starting this one with her speed. They got a great pass to her to stretch the defense. That forces Johnston to hook her, and then she stays with it, gets it back to Brandy, across to Hannah Schultz. And Schultz, I think, got a deflection off a defender, but got the puck to the top shelf, and that's what matters most. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids a 2-0 lead with 11:15 remaining here in the second period.
Nice goal for SLPCR. Now they get that 2-goal lead, put a little more pressure on the Royals now. We've had just managed 7 shots on goal so far.
Off the draw, Olsen racing into the zone. Gets it back, big rebound right into the high slot. Was whacked at by Dorholt, but it hit a skate. Now we've got a penalty coming up against Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. Looks like Gabby Loma going for the rough. No, it's going to be Anna Schultz going.
Anna Schultz, yep. And this will be an opportunity now for the Royals, trailing by 2, to see if they can make something happen on the power play. They will have 2 minutes to try and do that. First shorthanded opportunity.
Played wide by Filan, race for it to the far boards. Backhanded all the way down the ice by Hannah Schultz, and it's going to be Hackett, first one there. Looking to center, but nothing but black jerseys there. Turnquist trying to stay with Levis, but now Levis with speed through the zone. We'll take it deep to the corner. Looking out front. Pass a little bit, handcuffing Olivia Olsen, poked right back to Hackett. Here's Turnquist. Turnquist and Hackett, 2-on-2. Nice little toe drag. Backhand, goal, shorthanded. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids up 3.
Wow, you do not want Taylor Turnquist to get that opportunity. What a beautiful goal. Just a nice move to give herself that space to make the opportunity count. And all of a sudden, SLPCR, as we talked about shorthanded, they're up 3-0. That's going to be Turnquist's 21st goal of the season.
Great little toe drag, good hands, nice patience.
Yep.
Slides it in on the backhand. Bjorgen, no chance.
None at all.
To get back to that far post. Hackett picking up her 2nd assist of the game. That's 2 very quick goals. 2 goals in just 59 seconds. I'm not sure what the discussion is.
Well, Coach Westlow is talking about
they're going to switch goalies.
I would say a quick pull.
Yeah, and this is the real Ellie Anderson.
This is
Will
Ellie
the real
Anderson.
Ellie Anderson please step up? Well, she has. She turned to her teammate, whoever her teammate is who was wearing her jersey, said, I'm going to need that back because I'm going to go play.
Ellie Anderson comes in with a 6-1 record, a 2.07 goals against, and an 8.91 save percentage. So she has been the more successful of the 2 goalies that the Royals have used this season. But,
Well, you certainly can't put that one on her.
No, not at all.
I don't think you can really put the second one on her. I thought she's played a fine game. But
Minute left in the power play.
so that's what they were talking about, is there was another delayed penalty. A delayed penalty against Rogers, but that is abated. Turnquist just ran over Chapman behind the net, I think.
Yeah, Murphy with her second assist on Turnquist's goal, second assist of the game.
Who had the assist?
Hackett and Murphy.
Shot through traffic, save made. Laid right back out. That one batted away by Loma. Recovered, Reimer back out to the point. Filan had it hop over her stick, back out to center. Spring Lake Park CR is back to full strength, and they've got the numbers into the zone. Loma tried to hand that off to Turnquist, a little miscommunication, but Turnquist now recovers. Back out to the point. Hansen thought about winding, instead a quick shot, but that's still blocked, and Brianna Bailey racing to the other end, stops up, looking for help. Now back into the corner, tries to center, puck bouncing around. Reimer will take his shot. That's deflected. Turnquist recovers and now slides to Zarate, and it skips off the end of her stick, or she would have had a breakaway. Liz Zarate trying to get her stick back from Johnston, who has her all tied up. Poke to Lloyd. Lloyd off the boards, out to center. Schultz had to skip away from her. Played across now to Brandy ahead. And Bloomquist has it hop off her stick. Now recovers. Bloomquist into the zone. Will dump it in deep. Bounces off that stick left behind along the end board. Got it back momentarily. Tipped away by Lloyd. Played out to the line. Kept in by Schultz. Skips away from Reimer again off that stick. And recovered by Courtney Johnston in the corner. She's tied up. Playing it around is Mallory Corrigan. Kept in by Schultz. Back to Corrigan. Corrigan squeezed along the boards. Maintains control. Centering pass. Went right through the skates of Cameron Crawford. Recovered by Brandy Del Castillo, who sets up in the corner. Back out to the point. Deflected away and out of the zone by Chapman. And here comes Chapman. Trying to get to the puck, but held off nicely by Cameron Crawford. And then the cross-ice pass. No one was home. Played in behind the net by Rogers. Brandy back out to center. Tipped off her stick by Johnson and played in deep by Levis. Just over midway through this second period, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids has jumped out to a 3-0 lead. As the puck played back to the Royals' end. Covered there by Dorholt behind her own net. Her pass doesn't click. Hackett had it momentarily, swatted out to center by the Royals, stopped up by Brandy, trying to keep it away from Dorholt. Dorholt pokes at it, gets it through for Olivia Olson. Olson into the zone. Olson trying to escape, lost the handle, and it's left there for Hackett as Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids comes to the other end. Skips it around the boards against Filan. A centering attempt was blocked up. Getting it back behind the net now is Hackett, then kicked back to her again by Brina. That pass deflected out to the point, kept in And Murphy plays it right into the slot. Brina can't get turned around, and here comes Olivia Olson the other way for Rogers, hassled by Brina and dumps it in deep.
The Royals just with one shot on goal in this period, Joe. They're really having a difficult time getting their offense going. Give credit to Coon Rapids.
Here's an opportunity in close, and a big save by Sammy Miller as Bizcalo had her pocket picked and gave a great opportunity for Samantha Sherling. Here's another chance for Levis. And Miller has the door closed again.
I was going to say, give credit to SLP Coon Rapids for doing a nice job on both ends of the rink. Offensively, they're putting pressure in on the Royal end, and defensively doing a good job of riding players off the puck. Look at that shot. Miller's going to bring it in, force the face-off to her right.
Centers tie up off the draw. Hansen able to control, play it out to center, knocked down by Zarate. Zarate will try and go short side. Glove save by Anderson on the back of the net, comes off right to the Royals. Royals looking up ice. Levis going against Schultz. Schultz able to kick it away and then play it back. Bounces off of the skates of Jordan Keller and then played back out to the Rogers end. Reimers plays it out. Hansen will play it back in. Tie up in the far corner. Coming away with it is Olsen. Olsen ahead for Chapman. Taken from her by Hansen off the near boards, just out of the reach of Keller. And turned around again. Hansen can't stop up Olsen. Nice job to hop over. Now poked away by Schultz. And played back off the board for Keller. Pass deflected. Taken away by Johnston. Courtney Johnston into the zone. Right in on Miller. Played to the corner safely with the stick.
Coach Nelson is pretty happy with the way her defense has played here through almost 2 periods of hockey. They come out with that same energy they had in the first period that obviously built this lead.
Keller couldn't quite get back on sides on time after the turnover. 3:56 remaining here in the second period. It's a 3-0 lead for the home Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids team.
They have to feel pretty good so far the way they've started this Cardinal Cup.
Late goal here could be huge for either team. For Rogers, it would mean they were right in the game. Levis racing onto the loose puck. She'll take the shot. Glove save Miller.
Well, yeah, they need some sort of spark to the Royals trailing 3-0 here with just about 3.5 minutes remaining in period number 2. And Levis, their main scorer, haven't had a lot of opportunities. That one, Miller did a nice job of gloving it.
Olsen wins the draw. Johnston plays it back in deep. Murphy tied up there. In to help out is Turnquist. Murphy pushes it ahead for Hackett. Now to Brina, who tips it past the defender and gets in alone on the breakaway. Bouncing puck, and Anderson able to stay with it, make the save. Brina back behind for Hackett. Hackett out front. It was tipped to deflect it away from Turnquist. Kept in at the line by Hackett. Down low is Brina. Del Castillo back to Hackett. Hackett up top. Crust for Turnquist, but right through her legs. Good look from Murphy. Here's a shot by Schultz that's deflected away. Schultz can't keep it in that time. Track it down in her own blue line. Murphy is hassled. Hackett fans on the pass. Pushes it ahead to Turnquist. Turnquist nearly had her pocket picked, and Brina will play it in deep.
Puck's been down in that Royal end most of the evening.
Turnquist finds a little space, another toe drag, a shot, a deflection by Brina, but just didn't quite get enough angle on it.
Yeah, and she had that open opportunity on that far side of the net. Unfortunately, she couldn't get that angle. Otherwise, we'd be at a 4-0 lead for SLPCR.
Murphy, a shot that bounced through traffic. Brina trying to control. There to help out is Zarate, poked at by Turnquist, end up in the corner. Zarate out to the point. Murphy shot, a toe save by Anderson to the far corner. That one's played to the line and skips off of the stick. And here's Levis racing in and just couldn't quite get the angle. Good job back checking by Murphy. Here's Levis, top of the circle. Get through a sea of sticks, finally takes the shot that's blocked by Murphy. Murphy recovers in the corner under 90 seconds remaining in the second period. Here's Turnquist to center. Turnquist bumped a little bit by Chapman and will now play it in. Knocked down by Filan, and Filan, second chance, will get it ahead to Chapman. Into the zone, Olsen. Poked away by Schultz. Schultz didn't get quite as much as she wanted on that pass, but she'll get it right back and have another chance, and that one's too far for Zarate, and that'll end up being icing. A faceoff back in the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids end with a little less than a minute left here in the second period.
Yeah, you talked about it earlier, Joe. Rogers looking for some sort of spark, something that can generate some confidence there on the ice, trailing 3-0. They've held SLPCR to 12 shots on goal, but 3 of those 12 have gone in.
When we talked with Coach Nelson between the first and second periods about both teams really doing a nice job of clogging the middle of the defensive end.
Absolutely.
And I thought Rogers did a much better job in the first period of taking away space from the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids team in the offensive end than they have here in the second. But credit to Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, they've really moved the puck well here.
They have.
In the middle frame, and they've been able to capitalize a couple of times. This is a good pass out to the point. Shot by Hansen, just misses wide. Stretches Anderson out in the splits. She got stuck a little bit. Del Castillo will have to track it back all the way back in her own end. Nearly coughed it up to Lloyd right there, and now Chapman attacking, but she gets it ahead for Hansen to center ice, and now dumps it in. And that'll pretty much do it for the second period of play. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids strikes twice more, just under a minute apart, including a shorthanded breakaway goal for Taylor Turnquist to give them a 3-0 lead. As we head to the third, we'll take a break and be back, get some reaction from Rogers head coach Joel Weslow after this on CTN.
So good to see you guys. So, what's up?
Oh, we finally bought a place.
Holy cow.
You seriously have enough saved to do that?
We've been putting a little aside each month.
Jeez, at the end of the month, we have nothing left to save.
Yeah, I have no idea where it goes.
Well, you're spending a lot on...
Was it good?
Oh, God.
Oh, how is my account overdrawn?
When it comes to financial stability, don't get left behind. Get tools and tips for saving at feedthepig.org.
Everywhere that we go, he makes people laugh and makes people smile, and I feel like I have that quality.
He's the one who always takes me fishing. I watch golf with him. And
I watch him cook, because when I grow up, I want to be a cook too.
We have the same faces like this.
Dad is the one, when you fall, that picks you up.
That unconditional sense of presence and reassurance is really what makes him my father.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Ice Center, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, a 3-0 lead as we reach the second intermission. We're joined now by Rogers head coach Joel Weslow. And Coach, a really close game going outside of that 1 minute. You give up 2 goals.
Yeah, kind of disappointing. You know, we had to pull a goaltender, and I think I've done that twice in 2 years. Not really something you want to do, but sometimes you got to do things you don't want to do, and that's one of those times. So hopefully we can get the rest of the team to respond and give some support to those guys.
Coach, you're going to come into this third period trailing by 3 goals. What are some of the adjustments? What are some of the things you'll talk to your girls about here in the break?
Well, we're probably going to mix the lines up a little bit and see if we can create some more offense. You know, we might get a little more aggressive in some things we do. You know, and hopefully they respond. We've been playing really well lately. That's a couple of the poorest periods we've played in a while. So hopefully we can respond. And you know, I think that the team that comes out of this game has a really good chance to win the tournament, and we want to be that team. So we'll put ourselves behind it a little bit. Hopefully we can go out there and get after it and make a run at it.
All right, well, thank you for joining us, Coach. Good luck in the third period. Second period, as Coach Weslow alluded to, his team not quite in control as often as he would have liked. A lot of time on the attack for the home team, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids squad.
They take a look at some of the stats here. 12-10 shots on goal in favor of SLPCR.
Both teams 0 for 1 on the power play. Yep. And, you know, Coon Rapids, I thought they had more shots, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids, but they didn't really. They moved the puck really, really well.
It seemed like it.
And, you know, Schultz gets the shot. Oh, that went off of the keeper's shoulder. I thought it hit a defender, but then this one, you know, you can't really hang that one on your goaltender. No. Not the best breakaway effort, perhaps, by Bjorgen, but the fact that your defender just got walked around and gave up a shorthanded breakaway, that's a tough one. But the 2 goals coming just under a minute apart, and outside of that minute, this has been a real close contest. And of course, you know, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids had possession papers of that puck in the second period. If Rogers wants to advance to the right side of the bracket, they will have to turn those tides in the third period. We'll take one more break and be back for that third period after this. You're watching live girls high school hockey on CTF.
Brush, brushy, brush, brushy, brush, brush your teeth. Every day and every night. Now it's your parents' turn. Here's what you gotta do. Let them have your toothbrush so that they can brushy brush your teeth. Good job, you're almost done. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. That's it. Help your teeth stay healthy. Brushy brush with a grown-up every day.
Third period just underway, and the Royals find themselves in a big hole. Down 3-0 to the home team, Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. Turnquist races into the zone, lost the puck. A little sticky spot down there in the corner, a little bit of extra wet from our Zamboni ride. Hackett tipped it away, now takes it back from Filene, gets it out to the point for Hansen. Hansen dumps back down to Brina. Brina trying to center, went off a skate right to Chapman. Chapman ahead, and here comes Johnston into the zone, stops up, lost the handle. Chapman had it momentarily, recovered by Lilly, who plays it out, and it skips over the stick of Reimer all the way back into the Rogers zone. In behind the net with it is the chance for Zarate on the backhand, couldn't get anything on it. And back the other way, Reimer will dump it in. Stopping up, Murphy plays it behind for Schultz, off the boards, kept in by Reimer, a deflection out front off the stick of Olsen, went wide. Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids plays it all the way down. That'll be icing. We'll have a face-off back to the right of Sammy Miller with 15:40 left.
It'll be interesting after we had an opportunity to speak with Coach Weslow what kind of adjustments that this Rogers team is going to make going into this last period, trailing by 3 goals. He obviously said this is between these two teams, feels that this could be the champion of this tournament, and he'd like to be that squad, but they've got a hole to dig out of.
Played ahead, and here's Cameron Crawford in behind the defense's shot, and a save by Anderson.
And right into a bread basket, but another nice breakaway opportunity for SLPCR. Force that face off to the right of Anderson.
It's a big target.
Yeah, very much so.
The patch that they wear on their chest.
Yes.
Circle, it looks like a target. And that one right at the target. Good job staying square, goalkeeper. That shot didn't make it through the traffic this time. It's played back out to center all the way down by Rogers. Not enough on it, so icing waved off as Schultz gets it and carries behind her own net. Up the near side again, ran into some slow ice and plays it across to Emma Murphy. Her pass stopped up and played back in deep by Ellie Filan. Schultz rubbed along the board and to help is Gabby Loma. Finally coming away with it is Cameron Crawford behind the net for Murphy ahead. Tipped away from Zarate by Bolster at the line. Zarate gets it back, plays it back out to center and races for it. Tries to tip it into the zone. Instead, it goes the other way. And Loma will dump it back to the Rogers blue line. Taken away by Hansen and now played right back out. Hansen will get it again for Spring Lake Park. Coon Rapids goes to her forehand. Her shot blocked up. Played to the corner by Courtney Johnson, who recovers behind the net. Can't get it past Bloomquist. Poked at and now recovered by Jenna Hatcher. Played up the boards, kept in there. And out front by Pescalo. Far side, Hansen. Got there last second. Puck ended up and out of play. And we'll have a face-up.
There's obviously a little more pressure again by SLPCR to start this third period, keeping that puck down in the Royals' end, doing a good job of really controlling it, not letting Rogers get any opportunities here early on. SLPCR out shooting the Royals by a 13-10 margin.
Shot misses wide, played off the near boards, poked out to center by Johnston, recovered by Hackett for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. She'll gain speed through the neutral zone, trying to get away from Johnston as she's bumped off along the board. Bolster had it tipped off her stick, right back into the slot, but able to get it ahead to Levis. Levis with speed. Gets wide, her shot stick saved, rebound still sitting there. Rebound, and now it's a goal as Levis puts the third chance home.
Now she's had a couple of opportunities tonight, and that's a big goal for the Royals. Cut into that lead, 3-1. Plenty of time remaining in this last period. That would be her 24th goal of the season for Peyton Levis. And again, you give too many rebound opportunities.
Getting wide, and Miller just got the stick, and watch the rebound just sit there. There's a chance. Yep. Great job on the toe save on that second chance. And then Levis coming around from behind the net, able to finish it off on the third opportunity. Rogers gaining a little momentum, got it back in deep, and
well, they didn't have a lot of momentum those first two periods, so they needed a little bit of that. They needed some sort of spark, and you get it from your star.
Chapman and Filan picking up the assists on the goal for Levis. And still plenty of time.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you've got a 2-goal cushion. You had a little more comfortability with that 3-goal lead, but it's a good team in the Rogers squad, and it's tough to keep them off the board.
The Royals had won 6 of their last 7 coming into this one. A couple of steps early of the blue line, so a face-off going all the way back to the Royal end.
Well, as Coach Westlow mentioned, they've been playing so well up until this game, and he was a little confused by the effort in the first 2 periods and the lack of scoring opportunities.
Off the draw, Brandy is shot, and Anderson is there for the save.
A quick shot by Castillo. Castillo forcing Anderson to make that save.
Centering center breakout attempt was broken up by Zarate. Zarate trying to hold the line now, getting some help from Brandy Del Castillo, now plays it back in deep. Olsen pressuring Zarate, holding her up. Loma able to get the puck back to Brandy Del Castillo. She plays it down and around, skips under the stick to Cameron Crawford. Recovered by Farrell, played out to the line. Hansen winds, fires, stick saved to the far corner. Zarate will recover, play back to the point for Brandy. Skips out for her stick and back behind her, and Chapman is pressuring. Got it ahead to Hansen, and Hansen able to get it into the zone for Loma. Carrying behind is Sherling. Sherling got it ahead, and it was broken up and played out to the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids end. Trying to catch the Royals on a change. Hansen walking in, shot blocker saved by Anderson. Jenna Hatcher troubled by Hannah Schultz. Rogers able to play it in deep, swept back behind by Murphy. Schultz ahead for Bloomquist, can't get it out. Schultz continues to poke at it, gets it out to center, and now will support on the rush. Frazier tried to get it back across to Schultz, but it's broken up, and Rogers plays it back down, no icing. Dangerous pass, nearly taken away, and now Johnson able to keep it in the zone. Played to the far side, kept in there by Bolster. Down low, Levis tried to center, flipped out by Schultz. And that would give her an opportunity to get a line change.
And a good play, not a lot on it, so they're not going to call icing. But you get that opportunity to get that change.
Looked like Levis just stole one away from Lily Hackett. Might get in and get an opportunity, but in offside. Turnquist wins the draw. Hansen hard off the far boards. Hackett gets it with speed around the corner. Played it back out front. A shot, a goal for Taylor Turnquist.
Just nice job of leaving that puck for Turnquist, her second goal of the night. And that really deflates the bubble a little bit for the Royals after they got that first goal to make it a 3-1 deficit. SLPCR does a nice job in continuing to pressure, and Turnquist with a nice goal. You can see a good job, just a quick feed to Turnquist, and she's able to set up and get position. A nice shot to beat Ellie Anderson.
Well, it all starts with great communication.
Yep.
Puck played back to Hansen. Hansen immediately went off the far boards, played it out in front of her teammate that she knew had speed, and gave Hackett a chance to race onto it. Hackett drew it. Probably should have drawn a penalty before playing it back in front, but she didn't know exactly where her teammate was. Played it back out front, and Turnquist made sure she got that puck on her stick and put it top shelf.
That's Turnquist's second goal, her 22nd of the year.
The assist from Brina Del Castillo and also Julia Pescado. Turnquist, Del Castillo, and
Huh. That's interesting. They just absolutely blew that whole. That was Lily racing down the side, I'm pretty sure, and they just gave it to the assist to Brina. And Bezcalo, that it could have been, but I'm pretty sure it was Hansen that played it off the far boards. It should have the secondary assist. Centering pass doesn't quite click. Rogers going the other way. Sherling will dump it in and get a line change. 4-1 lead now for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. Brina does not tip that one, and it'll be icing.
Under 9 minutes remaining. SLPCR in control with a 4-1 lead. And for not playing for a little over a week, they've come out here and played well. Already 4 goals here tonight.
Off the draw, Loma able to chop it to Zarate, who gets it out to center. Zarate continues to pressure into the zone, right on the heels of Farrell. Out front, Loma, a shot blocker saved by Anderson. Played back out front by Crawford. Murphy gets it down low. Loma fights, gets it back to Murphy. That was bouncing around, and Anderson had a piece of it. Loma recovers, tried to get it back out to the point. Broken up by Chapman. She gets it to Johnston. Johnston to the line. Flips it in on goal, and steering it into the corner with her stick is Sammy Miller. Get it back out to center. Shot up, tipped up and out of play.
Well, the Rogers team trying to generate a little pressure here, as they're feeling the pressure, down 4-1 with a little over 8 minutes remaining in the contest.
Turnover is shot in, and save made by Miller, and then played to the line but kept in again. This shot hit traffic one more time, back out to the point and right back in for Filan. Randy in the near corner, back behind, skipped away from Schultz. Far side for Corrigan out of the zone. Shot bouncing around again, swept out of danger by the Rogers defender. Played down to Hansen, gets it right back. His shot, a rebound. Pushed out to the line. Brandy missed it. And it'll be recovered out at center by Bloomquist. Hansen able to hold the line. Does so again, kicking it. Back to herself, up on the backhand. Now taken away by Sherling, who skates around. Sherling with speed out to center. And into the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids end. Finally knocked off her stick. Recovered there by Hackett. Tipped away from her. Recovered and played to Turnquist, who will lead the 3-on-2. Little toe drag, finds some room. Shot. Anderson kicks it back out. She didn't know where it was, but fortunately for her, goes right to one of her teammates and back the other way goes Olsen, and that's going to be offside.
Yeah, fortunately there wasn't a SLPCR player in front because she was on her back.
Yeah, well, she didn't know she had the puck,
right, but she didn't know where it was,
and she just didn't know where it was. Oh, and there, it was behind her.
Yeah.
So she reacted right. It's just she poked it a little too hard and pushed it all the way back out. Get off the boards, back to herself, had it taken away by Levis, back near side for Johnston. Johnston trying to get Levis back in with speed, back in, trying to get it back to Levis, and all kinds of white sticks in that passing lane. And that'll get you a trip right there.
Yeah, not something that the Royals could afford is now to be a skater short. Time is ticking away. It's not in their favor. There you see the trip. Easy one to call.
Courtney Johnston working so hard on the offensive end, and then those kind of things will happen. Second power play of the game for Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. Hansen's shot deflected and steered wide. Out to the point, Turnquist down low. That's deflected into the corner by Filan. Back behind is Brina. Brina stops up, had her pocket picked a little bit there by Bolster. Winding and firing is Turnquist. That's deflected up and over. Bolster pressuring. Brina dumps back to the corner. Filan first one there behind her own net. And we'll play it ahead. Here's a 2-on-1. Levis has Chapman with her. Backhand pass was deflected away by the poke check to Sammy Miller, and Turnquist recovers. Ahead now for Hackett. Blake Hackett dumps it in, gets around Filan, recovers. Brina there to support. Hackett Back out to the point, Turnquist. Near side for Schultz. Back to Turnquist. Play it down low. Turnquist trying to get it back down low again. Walks to the center instead. Tipped off her stick, and here goes Levis back the other way. Brina trying to track her down, great angle, and that's a terrible call. That's a terrible call.
Yeah, that is not a good call at all.
That's an awful, atrocious.
She turned her body.
Call. No, Levis tried to stop and turn around because she knew she wasn't getting the corner on Brina. I mean, it's a good. I guess you could say she kind of moved into her with the elbow, but I think Levis just caught an edge trying to spin away. Not the way that I saw it, but that's the way the officials saw it, so it'll be 2 minutes for checking.
So we'll play 4 and 4 for about 30 seconds. And then,
well, like for exactly 30 seconds.
Yeah, it is 30. It is 30. I saw the 3. I didn't see the 0. For 30 seconds and then a minute and a half on the power play for the Royals.
But not a bad penalty to take, really, if you're Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. You can't allow Levis in on the breakaway shorthanded. Good centering look, but it skipped away from Dorholt. Loma swats at it. That'll be icing.
Not sure she felt. She knew that.
Even the referees took a second to figure out, was that icing?
They had to look at the clock to make sure.
Sure, yeah.
Some of the fans here in support of the SLPCR squad. Sam Carver.
Levis off the draw, sets up behind the net. Rogers on the power play now, trailing by 3 with under 4 minutes to play. Hansen gets control, gets it ahead to Hackett. That pass sneaks behind this, beneath the stick, beneath, around the stick. Taylor Turnquist.
Somewhere by the stick.
It did not get the blade of the stick. Shirley into the corner. Centering attempt blocked up. Levis there to help out. Gets it past Schultz. Sets up behind. Shot, rebound, cleared away, back out. And another shot misses wide for Filan. Chapman poked off first stick. Levis had it chopped away, backhand and rebound and a goal.
Yeah, Miller put that rebound right out in front, and it wasn't a defender for SLPCR to give the Rose player any trouble. I think I think Olivia Olson got the goal.
Correct.
Yep. That would be Olivia's 9th goal of the season. Cuts that lead to 4-2 with under 3 minutes remaining. Big goal for the Royals if they want to stay in that. Time's not on their side, but the deficit is just 2.
Crawford able to push it in deep. Zarate pressuring there for SLPCR. Covered far corner by Jenna Hatcher out to the point, but kept in there by Murphy.
Olsen from Chapman and Sherling on the goal for the Royals.
Zarate able to sweep it back in beat. Rogers recovering behind the net. Breakout pass didn't quite click. Skipped over the stick of Hatcher. Bolster back behind for Reimer. Bolster had a pass behind her. Crawford couldn't contain it for the Cardinals, or the Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids team anyhow. Loma recovers back out at center. Ahead for Crawford. Crawford dumps it in on the backhand. Hackett had a pass deflect away. Played back to the SLPCR line. Back out by Brandy. Brina trying to sweep it into the zone, and now we'll get it in deep. Turnquist pressuring Bolster far corner. Able to win the puck. Brina Gains control, bumps into Chapman. Hackett there to recover for SLPCR. Brina had it lost in her skates. Recovers now, trying to center. And that's taken away and turned up ice by Levis. Levis wide, drops it off, shot, and the save by Miller. 1:07 left.
Well, Levis is so quick. I mean, she just does a nice job of putting the puck in front of the net to try and get a teammate to get the opportunity for the goal, but that shot right in the bread box, the bread basket of Sammy Miller. Now the Royals are going to call timeout, talk about things with minute 7 remaining.
Yeah, this is a good time for it, down by 2, and I'm sure we'll see Anderson already on the bench, so they're going to take this offensive zone draw, put their 6th player out there, try and create some traffic. That is what has helped them to their 2 goals in this period. Put the puck on net, get rebounds, jam it home.
You want to watch CTN online?
Yes.
The best place to do it is at YouTube.
Yes, sir.
Making sure you check us out, youtube.com/CTN Studios, anytime you want to watch a regular season game that we do. We have fans all over the country. And some
fans,
international fans.
I'm not sure.
Oh no, we get fan letters all the time, fan mail all the time.
Well, you do.
No, it's all about Joe Young. What a phenomenal job that he does, especially in hockey.
Now I know you're.
now
I know you're fibbing a little bit. Coloring the truth. I appreciate it greatly. Again, the winner moves on to tomorrow's semifinal against Cloquet-Esco-Carleton.
Outdoors.
Outdoors, all games outdoors. The losers will play against International Falls, the Broncos.
1 minute remaining in the period. Minute left.
Two teams that sport the purple and gold that I played in that last quarterfinal. I thought that was kind of interesting. Yeah, that's offside.
Offside, yeah.
Turnquist has to move that puck. Racing toward the empty net, and face-off one back into the Rogers zone, and may want to race to that puck a little bit harder if you have no goaltender.
You would think.
Just a thought, because Brina's got speed, and she's going to bring it. Anderson will jump back out on the ice for the defensive zone face-off. It's won by Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids. Hackett centers. Turnquist had it hop a little bit off of her stick, but here come the Royals to the other end with numbers. Played back out front, just out of the reach of Olsen. Olsen will leave it there for Levis. The net empty again for Rogers. Played back out front. Hackett takes it away. Long pass. And here's Turnquist. And get your hats ready, ladies and gentlemen, because that's a hat trick as she slides it home to give them a 5-2 lead.
Yeah, 3 goals for Taylor Turnquist, her 23rd now of the season. And the SLP Coon Rapids fans down at the to the right of us, down in the corner, they're tipping the hats. They're just not throwing them on the ice. Now you see Turnquist does a nice job of getting past defender. And of course, easy to score when there's not a goaltender between the pipes.
Lily Hackett, I believe, has assisted on all 3 of the Turnquist goals in this game.
That'll do it.
Breakaway at the last second, swept home by Jordan Keller, but after the whistle, and a big win for Spring Lake Park.
Absolutely. Nice way to start this tournament on your home ice.
And they will be back, as we talked about, tomorrow's second round will be outdoors. The Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids team will take on Cloquet-Esco-Carleton at 5:30 in the final game of that round tomorrow. But, Rogers came out, they were under the gun to start the third period, and they nearly brought themselves back in by just continuing to pressure, and it's Levis finally putting them on the board and then starting their next goal. Oh, that's the first one again. But Spring Lake Park came right back, Coon Rapids came right back and got another one, and then Rogers again cut it to a 2-goal lead on the power play with a goal by Olson. That was only a couple minutes left at that point, and then on the empty net, Turnquist. And we'll just slide it home to end it easily.
That'll move SLPCR's record to 10-3 on the season, the 10th victory for this of the season. Nice job by SLPCR squad to get the win.
And we will be back here on Wednesday to see the championship round. The game will either be at 3:30 or at 6 o'clock, and it will be on the indoor rink. And it will depend on how they finish in tomorrow's contest against Cloquet-Esco Carleton. On Tuesday of next week, we're going to see some girls basketball, and on Thursday of next week, boys hockey as they take on the Irondale Knights. But that's going to do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final score from the Crick is Spring Lake Park Coon Rapids 5, Rogers 2. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including the one and only Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young. Say goodnight.